It's June 27th, and folks, Aquaponics has been just going crazy. We missed our day video yesterday. We normally do it every Wednesday, but what I've got to say today will be really important. Today I'd like to show you a little something that we have to do to our plants to really get them to bear fruit. So this is our small system here, and as you can see, we're getting blooms on the top of our herbs, and those herbs are mint. And that mint, what you have to do is you have to slap it a little bit, and then same with the other herbs, slap them so they'll pollinate. Well, we found out yesterday while we were online that tomatoes, in order to get them to bloom in a controlled environment, we have to do the same thing. So what you want to do is just thump them a little bit, just kind of bump them and thump them and clean them up. Now, there's also something else that's important about your tomatoes. 4 foot of growth, and you don't want your plants to grow and split off. So what I mean by that, this plant here has grown up and is split right here. So what I want to do is actually take that off from there, which I'm not going to do right away. But these little guys right here, these are called sucklings, and you want to pull those off. See, what it does is it draws too much moisture away from your vegetables. So you got to keep your plants pruned up. You want no more than 4 foot of greens on it, and we're all the way up and through the top here, so the system's just been doing absolutely phenomenal. But our tomatoes haven't been producing, we found that out. Now, same with our peppers. Every day you come out, you got new blooms, so we'll say here, see the blooms. This is a little Thai chili. You just thump them a little bit. I like to rub them one into the other, you know, just kind of help the pollination process. And these are our peppers here, the hot peppers. Strawberries do themselves. Usually bugs will get in there, and you can see a little bug flying around there now, so they get in there and do the pollination process for us there. Our system is doing really good. We added a couple little sliders onto here, so these control our water flow. Instead of letting it dig holes, we just put them a little bit on there, and it controls your water flow so that it'll absorb better into the plants and spreads it out. Now, our lettuces went bonkers this week. You guys remember last week, nothing. It just went crazy because we turned on the stuff. And again, everything, just go through it and brush it a little bit. It helps knock some of the bugs off and also gets the stuff going. Our peas were having a problem. They were drying out up there because the water cut itself off. So we started again and are letting them regather themselves. Beans have got their own plants on there. And all of our other stuff is just doing excellent, including these guys. This is our crawling squash plant here, and it is crawling like you wouldn't believe. And up there, again, same thing, I have to get up there and thump it a little bit. That is our eggplant. So things are going good in the aquaponics system. We've taken a branch off from this one here and stuck it down inside here into the water directly, and it seems to be drawing and doing good. You need at least 3 limbs on it to do a transplant of another limb for your stuff. Now, last week I showed you guys a thing called taro. Well, this is the taro. It's now over 6, almost 9 inches tall, has 3 leaves. And what that is a vegetable that we eat in the Orient. So even your Oriental stuff will grow right here in the system. We have another specimen here that the leaves have grown huge. They were just only, like I said, like the little guy right there last week. And they are already that big. Incredible. Look at these leaves compared to my hand. I mean, that leaf has done that all this week. So again, the fish are doing great. Everything. We're feeding our fish until they eat their food. If we see floating food in the thing, then we stop and just let it do its thing. What I'll do today is give you a small sample of what we're feeding them. This is called pond fish food. And I'll show you what our fish do when we throw this in here. So here we go. This is the system. We'll throw a couple right here in the top, see what they'll do. They usually come right up here and grab it. They're not today. Let's see if we can catch them back here. There they are. Coming up and grabbing. So you catch them every now and then. There they are. These are our tilapia, guys, and they just love to eat. So they've grown about double the size of when we put them in there. So 6 months to grow your tilapia to a full size. My wife and them said no, 5 months, 4 months, somewhere in there, because they like to eat them. So folks, this is the aquaponics. Now we're going to walk over to where we always do into our garden. We've added some new ones that we're going to start growing in the aquaponics system as well. But we already grow these guys. This is our sweet potatoes. We just showed you those over there in the planter as well. We've got some new plants coming up here, which is our melons. Then we have an apple tree and a cherry tree. And then this is a black berry bush, which is already blooming. My dad started them over in northern Idaho in his aquaponics system, and we've grown them out to today. So now we've got them in some dirt, and we're going to transplant them off so they'll grow year in and year out, because they're outside plants for this area. So again, folks, this is Original Aquaponics, and Steve Shook and Marvin Shook, and we're going to have to say have a great day, and we'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.